ran low in Aegir's hall. The Sea Lord frowned beneath the beams. The gods grew quiet at his words, for feasts are fed by more than dreams. A kettle vast as mountain roots, a vessel deep as winter seas. Bring such a thing, and ale shall flow. The hall grew still, then all looked at me. My mother knew a giant's kin, old roads I had not walked in years. So Thor arose with eager grin that should have warned me. Hey, Miss Kvíða, hear the tale unfold. Thor saw a simple errand and somehow made it bold. Hey, Miss Kvíða, giants, storms and foam. I sought a kettle for a feast. Thor nearly drowned the world before we brought it home. We crossed the frost-bound wilderness, where mountains bid the northern sky. There stood the hall of Heimerold, where iron rafters towered high. My grandmother was fierce to see, 900 heads upon her frame. My mother welcomed us with care and softly warned us of his rage. For Heimer's gaze could shatter stone and crack the pillars of a hall. The cups were hidden, benches shook, and thunder-footed Thor stood tall, as subtle as a falling tree. Hey, Miss Kvíða, hear the timbers groan. The giant broke his drinking cups, Thor broke a few of his own. Hey, Miss Kvíða, winter wind and flame. Some men enter halls politely. Thor arrives like weather with a name. The giant tested strength that night, and many vessels met their doom. Thor hurled them all against the floor. Wrong answer, wrong room. Then came the horn of stubborn pride, the challenge old as boastful men. Yet wisdom hid within the test. Strike stone and break it not again. Thor cast the cup at Heimer's brow. The vessel shattered into dust. The giant blinked and grumbled low. I wish I could say that surprised us. At dawn we sailed the whale road wide, grey waves beneath a clouded sun. Heimer sought the smaller catch, Thor had other plans in mind. He baited hooks with oxhead flesh and cast them where the deep things sleep. The sea grew dark, the line grew taut, the world itself began to creep. Up from the depths rose coiling doom, the Midgard serpent, vast and grim. Its eyes met Thor's, Thor smiled at it. The serpent did not smile at him. Miss Kvíða, ocean black as night. The waves stood tall as mountain walls when Thor pulled with all his might. Hey, Miss Kvíða, fade upon the sea. One fool hooked Jörmungandr, the other fool was standing next to me. The hammer rose, the serpent hissed, the sky turned iron grey. But fear seized old Heimer's heart, and he cut the line away. Down sank the snake to hidden depths. Thor roared loud enough for storms. The sea remembered every word. I suspect it still does. Back we came for Aegir's prize. The kettle brought his giant lance. Heimer set his final test, but strength was not in giant hands. Thor shattered pillars, broke the hall, and lifted what none else could bear. The cauldron hung upon his head like some absurd and iron crown. Behind us came the giant host with weapons bright and tempers wild. Thor turned and answered every threat the way Thor answers everything with violence. Heimest with a ale for the hall. The kettle reached the Sea Lord's hearth, and joy returned to all. Heimest with a let the Skalds proclaim. When gods required a cooking pot, Thor challenged fate. Hooked Jormungandr, wrecked a giant's hall, and somehow still completed the assignment all the same. So raise the horn in Aegir's hall, let laughter shake the roof above. The old tales live because they're true. Sometimes duty walks beside thunder, and thunder never takes the easy road.